For the first time ever, we're about to be joined by New York Jets wide receiver Garrett freaking Wilson, baby. We're going to be talking the Joe Namath comments, Zach Wilson, and being a leader and everything in between. I have nothing else to say, but let's freaking go, baby. Woo! Zoinks! It is unequivocally the Super Bowl for New York Jet fans. Field Yates, baby. Field Gosh darn Yates. Let's bring him on the show. Come on, people. Connor Rogers is joining the show. What's up, Connor? But Trevor Gosh darn Sycamore, baby. For me, personally, my favorite New York Jet of all time.
Wow, it's great to be on. What an intro that was right there.
Paul, nobody does an intro like you, man.
Paul, you give the best intro of literally any podcast that I've ever.
I'm gonna lose my gosh darn bananas. Hey everybody, my name is Paul Eston Jr., a.k.a. Boy Green. I'm the New York Jets digital reporter for Heavy.com, and we got a spectacular guest joining us for the very first time on the show. You know who he is, superstar, New York Jets wide receiver, Garrett Wilson, and Courtyard by Marriott. He's going to give us all the juicy details. Look at that. Look at the room he's in. I mean, G-Dub, baby. I love what's popping there.
Yeah, man. So this is the official sponsor of the NFL and official partner, excuse me. And, I'm here at the Courtyard by Marriott and I have a great opportunity to work with them, man. And this is the ultimate fan room. And it's built just for that, the ultimate fan. Getting to know our fan base over the last year. I know we have some fans that would really be, this would be really, really awesome for them to come and stay in. So it's easy to get a hold of. All you have to do is redeem Marriott Bonvoy moments and you can have a chance to stay here. Or you can just go on courtyard.com and book it. And it's that easy, man.
All right, well, beautiful. We'll get back into that. That room looks spectacular. I'd love to get there yesterday, and we'll let all our fans know all the juicy deets on how that can happen. But, Garrett, I want to go back to week one if we can. If you can walk us through this, I'm going to be honest. I've watched football for a while. This may be the greatest catch I've ever seen. Look at this. I mean, can you tell us what is going through your mind as the ball's coming to you and you figure out a way to haul this in? Like I said, this may be the greatest catch I've ever seen.
Thank you, brother. What's going through my mind is like, how do I make this play? I got to make this play. This is if I make this play, it's a good play. That type of thing. And you're really not thinking about how to do it. It's kind of just a reaction. Ball was in there, and it's like, how can I get my hands on this?
Do you practice some of those awkward moments where you're not really sure? Because, a lot of people have credited you for your ability to have this wiggle, this Gumby-like body to move and groove to whatever you need to do. Do you practice that sort of thing in pregame or during the week to put yourself in positions, hey, if this ever happens, I know how to wrangle this ball in?
I wouldn't say I practice, exact reps like that. It's hard to imitate those reps during the week, without getting hurt or without even to just do it. It's hard, but I like to get enough reps and enough, catches throughout the week to where you're so confident in your ability that everything seems like it's catchable, man. And that's the best way I can put it. I can't say I mimic those exact moments, but just having the ball attached to your hand at all times in football, it kind of comes with it. All of a sudden, you feel like they reward you on the back end, the football guys, that is. So
interesting. Well, Garrett, so you came into the league as number 17. Is the 5 stuff official? Or are we going to get to that? What is that, 2024 or something? Is that official?
Yeah, man, I'm trying to put number 5 on for sure next year.
And what is that? You may have told this before, but what's the magic of number 5? Why is that so important to you?
It's always been my number. It's my dad's numbers, my brother's numbers. There's 5 of us, 5 kids in our family. 5, G5. Yeah. It's always been G5, bro. I've ever been G17. I like 17 a whole lot, and I've got used to it. But yes, 5 has always been the one.
Well, Garrett, you're only in year number 2. You're just a young pup. You're just a young guppy out there in the world. But you've seemingly seized this larger leadership role with the team. Is that something that organically has just happened in your second year? Is that something you went into the offseason and said, okay, I need to step up for my team. I need to, go out of my way to make sure I'm doing whatever a leader does. Which one was it?
No, yeah, it just happened that way, I guess. I wouldn't even, say that, though. I wouldn't even say that I'm fully embraced like a leadership role. I kind of just speak my mind, and I like to think that my teammates respect me and how I go about about my business. And I feel like I say things. That's how I feel, and my teammates can get behind that, and that's really all it is. It wasn't any type of thing where I thought about it and how I wanted to say certain things. It's just who I am, man. I feel like I just just want to say things that how I feel, and you'd be surprised that it's not always that common in this game we play.
Well, I don't know if you've seen it, Garrett, but on social media, fans have been clamoring. They want that C slapped on your chest. Aaron Rodgers unfortunately goes out. There's a captain spot available. I mean, the fans have voted for the people's champ. They want G-Dub be the captain, man.
Bro, you are hilarious, bro. But
yeah,
no, for real, you are hilarious. But
I appreciate that. Thank you.
I mean, I would, it would be an honor, But for me, I never it's just I play football, man. I've always wanted to be the best for my teammates, and that's all it is. For me, it's how can I be there for them? How can I go about my business the right way? How can I make my parents, my family proud, and whatever comes with it comes with it. That's kind of how I've always looked at it.
Well, Garrett Wilson, you're the first ever Offensive Rookie of the Year in New York Jets history. So how did you go into the offseason and say, okay, it's time to level up, baby? What's the next level for Garrett gosh darn Wilson?
Yeah, man, there's a lot of steps I can take. If I'm not finding something to improve on every day, I'm doing it wrong. And for me, it was my body, this past offseason, just having more weight on me, having more weight that was functional, though, not just put it on the weight to put it on, but really having the more weight, and then also, being able to be more explosive in that same thing. But I felt like it was going to help me get into my routes faster, get off press, get off those cloud corners that kind of sit outside and try and get hands on you, just things like that. And that was the main way I wanted to improve my game. I wanted to build my body up and know that a lot of good things are going to come with that. It'd be harder to tackle, you'd be harder to get hands on, stronger at the catch point. A lot of different, reasons for me to put those LBs on.
Again, we're speaking with Garrett gosh darn Wilson, baby. Wide receiver one for the friggin' New York Jets here on the program. Courtyard by Marriott. We'll get into more of that here in just a second. Garrett, do you have, and I don't even know if this is the right word, but the cachet? Because you're not seeing it, I'm sure, on the television broadcast because you're playing in the game, but everyone's saying Garrett Wilson is one of the best young wide receivers in football. So you ever get to have the confidence to walk into the room with Hackett or any of these guys, say, hey, baby, let's get me the ball, not in a selfish way, but I'm Garrett friggin' Wilson. You get me the ball, good things are going to happen. I used to love T.O. He said, I love me some me. Let's get me the ball. I make big plays. That's good for the team, i.e. this.
No, I never, carried that exact mindset on it. I like to think that I do things right enough during the week and during the training camp, to where that I don't have to say that, but Coach Hack and me and all the other coaches on staff, man, we all have the same goal in mind, and that's win games. And I hope that, they know that my frustrations come from that. And the fans know that my frustration comes from that and that only, winning the game. Yeah. Do I think I know I can help, I know I can, if I get the opportunity, I like to think that I'm going to make every one, but yeah, whatever it takes, man. If that's 1 target, 20 targets, whatever it takes, man. I just want to win. And yeah, there's some truth to what T.O. said all those years back.
There you go, Garrett. Yes. Embrace T.O. Embrace it, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
Not like that, but I'm just saying.
I got you.
Underlying T.O.
Yeah.
You wasn't wrong.
Yeah, Pro Football Hall of Famer. I feel you. I'm picking up what you're putting down, Garrett. And what about the rest of your wide receiver room? Mecole Hardman bringing the speed. You got Xavier Gibson. I mean, he's done so well in special teams. It's hey, fans are let's throw that man in the lineup too. Let's get him some love. It seems like the receiver room's really deep. What do you make of it?
Yeah, man, we got a great group. Coach has done a great job building up a great group that we trust in, and that we're confident that all of us can go out there and make plays. Zay and Mecole are the type of people that when their opportunity does come, they're gonna take full advantage of it. You know, we always talk about it in our receiver room. We got to have a sniper-like mentality. You know, when that one chance comes to hit the shot, to make that catch, you know, you got to make it because that's the name of the game. You know, in the NFL, you only played this many amount of snaps and this many run plays, this many pass plays, and some of those are going to go to you, some of those aren't. So you got to have that sniper-like mentality. Every single, you know, target you get's got to feel like the last one.
All right, we only have a few more moments here with Garrett Gashdarn Wilson here on the show, so we'll just throw a couple of more of these together. You know, the fans are clamoring for some more deep shots, Garrett. You know, you are a weapon of mass destruction. Get the ball in this guy's hands. Things are going to happen. Whether if you take a deep shot, DPI, you know, the defense can back up a little. If you kind of test him a little bit, you give him a little hip check, get that basketball in there, a little chutzpah. You know what I'm talking about? That's what fans are clamoring for. Any reaction to the fans?
I mean, if I was a fan, I want to, you know, I know what I wanted to see when I was a fan. You know, when I was watching ball and stuff like that. You know, I wanted to see touchdowns. So, coming soon, man. That's what I'm gonna say. That we're gonna make some plays and get out there and you know, make some plays. Let it fly, man. You know, we've got a lot to prove on the offensive side of the ball, and you know, we look forward to the opportunity of going out there next week and you know, turning some heads and you know, giving some fans something to root for.
Okay, one more question, and then we'll finish off a Courtyard by Marriott. I don't know if you saw the Joe Namath comments, you know, the Jets legend and everything else going scorched earth everywhere on the team. What's your response to what Namath kind of threw out there on Monday?
Yeah, man, I don't really have too much to say on it. You know, it's okay. You know, fans have the right to, and legends, you know, we love Joe Namath. So he has the right to speak his mind and you know, whatever. He has the right. But you know, we're working every day. We're all like-minded with our fans, with our former legends, with the people and staff that we want to win, man. And we want to chase after Super Bowl. We want to be our best. And you know, sometimes they just maybe need to be reminded that you know, no one wants it more than we do. And yeah, man, that's what I'll say on that. You know, obviously I love Joe Namath, but I love Zach. So
yeah. Well, you want to know what I love, Garrett? I love the ultimate New York Jets gosh darn fan room, Courtyard by Marriott behind it. I mean, it's friggin' spectacular. It's available to book right now at the Courtyard by Marriott, the Secaucus Meadowlands, baby, courtyard.com, Marriott Bonvoy Moments platform as well. There's another app. Come on, give us the juicy deets, Garrett. What the hell's going on in there?
Hey, man, this is a spot to be. If you plan on going to a Jets game the following day, if you plan on, you know, watching a game from home or watching the game from a bar, you know, this is a place to be, man. Have a night in a place like this and truly show your fandom for the Jets. It's been awesome to be in here for me. And, you know, I like to think that, you know, one of our fans would get the same thing out of it as I have, you know, today. So this has been really cool to stay in the Courtyard by Marriott. And like you said, man, it's easy to book. Just go on courtyard.com and you can find out where to book.
Well, I love it. And the last thing I'll say is I saw that there's a little closer experience to the Super Bowl sleepover suite in Las Vegas. I'm hoping you guys are having a little Super Bowl sleepover, baby, in friggin' Las Vegas. Going back to that gosh darn Super Bowl. We haven't been to this since the Namath days. So, yeah, wow, a night in the Courtyard Super Bowl sleepover suite. Not too shabby, huh? Yeah,
no, exactly, man. And the way you enter the chance to get that is just come stay here for a night. And you'll have the chance to spend the night in Las Vegas, you know, the night before the Super Bowl.
All right. Well, spectacular. Garrett, thanks for taking the time, brother. You're one of the best in the friggin' business, a friggin' superstar. And we love that you took the time to join us here on the show. Thanks, brother.
Man, I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you having me on.
There he is, Garrett Gashdarn Wilson. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Take